Hello, thank you for stopping by. My name is Becky and this is BecxReadz, and welcome back to one of the final days of Bookmas. I love filming and I love watching these videos. This is going to be where I share with you my entire owned TBR, all the physical books that I have not read. Last year, I think I had 162. This year, I know for a fact that number is going to be higher. If I'm venturing a guess, I'm gonna say I probably have about 200 unread books. So I'm going to put a little counter up here, and when it is read, that means that these are the books that I have owned since 2022 and have not read. I gotta say, I'm not too ashamed of it because it's less than 2 whole shelves. So there's that. Once it turns green, these become the books that I have purchased since 2023 began. Violet Made of Thorns by Gina Shen, The Monsters of Templeton by Lauren Groff, Sister Song by Lucy Holland, The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne, Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller, Incendiary by Zorita Cordova, Honeycomb by Joanne M. Harris, The Lighthouse Witches by C.J. Cook, The Clan of the Cave Bear by Jean M. Awool, Nobody's Princess, and Sphinx Princess by Esther Friesner, Opium and Absinthe by Lydia Kang, Pony by R.J. Policio, The Billionaire's Touch, The Forbidden Billionaire, and No Ordinary Billionaire by J.S. Scott, Raven Unveiled by Grace Draven, Charlie Hernandez and the League of Shadows by Ryan Kaleo, The Strange Adventures of H by Sarah Burton, Forest Born by Elaine Audrey Becker, Willa of the Wood by Robert Beatty, The Way Back by Gabrielle Savit, Ikenja by Nettie Okorafor, Night of the Wolf Moon by Kimberly Loth and Nina Walker, Rather Weird by Andrew Coldcott, A Rush of Wings by Laura E. Wymoth, Windcatcher by Jeff and Aaron Altabef, Elysium Girls and That Dark Infinity by Kate Pentecost, Superstitions, A Handbook of Folklore, Myths, and Legends from Around the World by D.R. McElroy, The Coward by Stephen Aryan, When We Were Birds by Ayanna Lloyd Banwo, The Beholden by Cassandra Rose Clark, Briar Girls by Rebecca Kim Wells, Composite Creatures by Carolyn Hardacre, Watcher in the Woods by Robert Lapariolu, Monster Blood Tattoo by D.M. Cornish, Kiss of Steel by Beck McMaster, Seduction of a Highland Lass, Highlander Most Wanted, and Never Love a Highlander by Maya Banks, The Mermaid by Christina Henry, Edgeland by Jake Halpern and Peter Kajawinski, Rosie's Traveling Tea Shop by Rebecca Raisin, The Lamplighters by Emma Stonix, The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab, The Plague Dogs by Richard Adams, The Wild Path by Sarah R. Bowman, The Girl Who Chased the Moon by Sarah Addison Allen, The Lighthouse Land by Adrienne McKinty, The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, Dance with the Fae Prince by Elise Kova, Aruna's Fate by Kylie Smith, Iron Wolf by Siri Pedersen, The Things the River Hides by A.N. Sage, Practical Demonology by Claire Reese, Woven in Moonlight by Isabel Ibanez, Torn by Rowena Miller, 1,000 Nights by E.K. Johnston, All the Horses of Iceland by Sarah Tolmie, Eyes of Crow by Jerry Smithreddy, Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig, The Ladies of the Secret Circus by Constance Sayers, Freak Show by Crystal Ash, God Save the Queen by Kate Locke, Soulless by Gail Carriger, Daughter of the Blood by Anne Bishop, The Monsters of Rookhaven by Padraig Kinney, The Ship of Shadows by Maria Kuzner, City of Thorns by C.N. Crawford, The Secret Ingredient by Katie Fisher, Lost, Found, and Forever by Victoria Shade, How to Love Your Elf by Carolyn Sparks, The Accidental Queen by L.R. Jackson, 11,000 Years Lost by Penny R. Griffin, The List of Unspeakable Fears by J. Casper Kramer, Griffin's Castle by Jenny Nimmo, Greenwild by Perry Thompson, A Girl Made of Air by Nadia Hetherington, Egyptian Myths by Jean Menzies, The Paradox Hotel by Rob Hart, The First Bright Thing by J.R. Dawson, The Jasad Heir by Sarah Rashim, Geist by Philippa Ballantyne, The House Witch by Delamach, Cold from the North by D.W. Ross, Winter of the Wicked by J.L. Vampa, Woman of Light by Callie Ferredo Einstein, A Curious Beginning by Deanna Rayburn, The Fairy Bargains of Prospect Hill by Rowena Miller, His Darkest Craving by Tiffany Robert, Raven of the Inner Palace by Kyoko Shirokami, In the Land of Liddell, Book 1 and 2 by Seas, The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle, A Court of Honey and Ash by Shannon Mayer and Kelly St. Clair, Bookends by Liz Curtis Higgs, Hunt on Dark Waters by Katie Robert, A Coup of Tea by Casey Blair, Reincarnation Blues by Michael Poore, After the Forest by Kel Woods, Double Dating with the Dead by Karen Kelly, Dream Thieves by Stephen Lee Clymer, Shadows of Kalileu by Doug Walsh, Damsel by Evelyn Skye, Words in Deep Blue by Kath Crowley, A Broken Blade by Melissa Blair, Any Which Way You Can by Amanda M. Lee, A Whisper in the Night by Tina Marty and Tina Critchley. The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer, The Thorns Remain by J.J.A. Harwood, Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa, I'm in Love with Mothman by Paige Lavouille, The White Spell by Lynn Kurland, The Princess of Thornwood Drive by Kalia Moreau, Here Comes the Fudge by Nancy Coco, A Swift and Savage Tide by Chloe Neal, Sign Here by Claudia Lux, The Boy with the Bookshop by Sarah Echeverry Smith, King of Wrath by Anna Wong, The Last Daughter by Alexis L. Menard, When You Are Mine by Kennedy Ryan, Kiss and Spell by Celestine Martin, The Sun Witch, The Moon Witch, and The Star Witch by Linda Winstead Jones, Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher, The Nutcracker by Alexandra Dumas, Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella, Scarlet Veil by Shelby Mahern, Feral Creatures by Kira Jane Buxton, Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller, The Pomegranate Gate by Ariel Kaplan, The Witches by Stacy Schiff, Being Wicked by Lacey Danes, The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock by Imogen Hermes Gower, A Shadow in the Reaping by Bryn Weaver, Two Nights in Lisbon by Chris Pavoni, Scheme by Jennifer Somersberry, A Whisper of Horses by Zyla Bethel, Thistlefoot by Jenna Rose Nethercott, Curious Tides by Pascal Lacelli, The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods, Insatiable by Meg Cabot, Red Riding Hood by Blakely Carthright Johnson, Slammed by Victoria Denault, You've Got Mail by Elizabeth Beverly, Wanted, One Sexy Night by Judy McCoy, A Goblin of the Glade by Mackenzie Catron, A Letter to Three Witches by Elizabeth Bass, Her Body and Other Parties by Carmen Maria Machado, Charming by Jade Linwood, To Kill a Shadow by Catherine Quinn, The Wolf King by Atlee White, Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison, Good Riddance by Eleanor Lippman, Mutts and Mistletoe by Natalie Cox, Sister Maiden Monster by Lucy A. Snyder, The Unquiet Grave by Sharon McCrum, Forged in Fire and Stars by Andrea Robertson, and Night of the Witch by Sarah Rosh and Beth Rivas. That is it. Those are all of my unread physical books. Here is the final total. Please be under 200. So let me know down in the comments which one of these books you think I should prioritize reading. Maybe one of these months I will do a reading vlog where I select your choices. But if you don't want to comment that but would like to let me know that you made it to the end of this video, could you leave me a shocked face? Because I'm going to be shocked how many books I have. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, y'all take a look at your bookshelves, and I don't suggest counting how many books you have unread. Bye!